double check for sound. Let me go to the page real quick. Just lock it. Oh, you know what? Yep, good.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yeshurah that rule well. And salutations to you, Akim, out there in the highways and the byways, preaching his word in truth and in sincerity. This is GMS Chicago, coming at you again with another lesson. And basically, we're going to see where the Spirit takes us, but we're going to start off with basically the third woe, because it's not here yet, but there's things happening that are leading towards that way. For example, you have now Russia and China relationship getting stronger and stronger. Me and the brother were just talking about how Iran went to Ukraine to teach Russia how to use their drones more properly.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have that OPEC plus. Now I believe it's America, London, Paris, and maybe two others, where those specific countries do not have any allies inside the OPEC plus. Which OPEC is basically for energy. So slowly but surely, America, the great whore, it's losing its allies, man, and that prophecy, where they shall hate the whore, is actually coming to pass, man.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, all America's allies, that are basically in NATO and all that, such as in specific, the Germany, France, countries like that. They said that, look, I'll say this, in Germany in specific, they said, look, hey, be prepared to not have any heat, all right, and be constantly, layered up, because the them getting energy is going to be really hard, okay, this coming winter. A lot of people are going to die. They literally openly admitted that a lot of people are going to die because they're going to freeze to death, because they're not going to, either one, not have enough funds to buy, natural gas, or two, it's going to be very hard for Germany to basically distribute it, evenly. So a lot of people are going to suffer, okay, and that's going to make, as the brother mentioned, the beast hating the whore, which the beast, represents, NATO, all right, the horns, EU, okay, that's on the beast, all right, and they're going to hate the whore that's riding it, which is America, all right, Babylon the Great, as it says in the scriptures. But I got a scripture for you, Ak. This is Revelation chapter 9, and we'll start at 12, and it reads here, one woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. Okay, and that's going into World War 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and we're almost in the time of World War 3. Okay, we're very, very close to it. As the brother said, hey, there's a lot of things that are building up to it right now. All right, and we see it. We see it, man. All right, we see the tension.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole world. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Revelations 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, and it's coming real quick, man. It's like every time you turn on the news or look up certain articles, it's like more things about how this country doesn't like how America's running things. That country is not really cool with America anymore. This country, that country. Now you got small countries, talking against the great whore.
Yep.
So this is actually, it's here, man.
Yeah. It's only a matter of time. What does it say in Habakkuk? Let me get that for you, Ak. It says here in Habakkuk, the second chapter. Give me one moment.
I got one right here.
Okay, come.
This is Revelation 17 and 16. It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Those are all the allies with America, man. It's gonna get to a point where they're all gonna hate her. They're all gonna come into an agreement to attack America, man. To try to destroy it.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, I think it was like maybe 2 weeks ago. I believe it was about two, maybe going on three now. You had basically one of those like political analysts from England say that, because you know how that Nord Stream pipeline, got blown up.
Yeah.
That guy literally said that, look, this was the Biden administration, this was their doings, okay, and he was just like, look, that's what it is. So pretty much, hey, even your own mother is hating you, man. Okay.
Yeah, right. I think I see that. And then the American media try to like divert it. Oh, this is a theory, right?
Yep.
Try to make it seem like no, this is what's happening. It's no theory. This is what America does to try to when they know they're losing, they take the snake route and do something against the other country and then try to blame somebody else. No, they're doing it because they know that they're losing. But this is verse 17, Revelation 17 and 17. It says, For Yahweh have put in their hearts to fulfill His will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh should be fulfilled. And that's already happened. Well, they already gave their kingdom to the beast, and now those words are being fulfilled. So now, since that prophecy already passed, now the prophecy of them hating the whore, now it's coming to fruition. Mm-hmm. So now that's already done with. Now there's no need for the whore anymore. It already did what it did. So now what they're doing is starting to come against it. They're not going to be as cool with America anymore. Nobody fears America anymore. Everybody laughs at American soldiers. Back then they could walk in a country and they'll get all the praise. Now it's like, man, look at these motherfuckers. What are they gonna do now? They're gonna destroy our country. They're gonna call democracy.
Hey man, everyone's laughing because you got people in the army. They're confused about their gender. All right, and you got women fighting in it.
Yeah.
People are laughing about that. That's a sign of weakness. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a sign of weakness, and no one's taking that serious. Okay, well, you had I forgot when it was, but you had American soldiers. We're talking about the men wearing red high heels. Remember that? Yeah. Hey, these other nations see that while you're wearing high heels. All right, they're marching down their streets in perfect formation. Getting ready for war. They got tanks next to them. You look at like a North Korea. You look at like Russia. Mm-hmm. Hey, they're all about business, man. Okay, they got a very masculine spirit. Yeah. Unlike here in America, hey, everyone cries over spilled milk, a little boo boo, Right. You got Russia. These guys are training in frigid temperatures. With bears around them. All right, and with shirtless.
Right. They have soul and heart for their country. They actually believe. They try to defend it. American soldiers, they're just really there, like to get a new car, to pay for college, and really for the wrong reason, man. These people are gonna fold when shit actually hits the fan.
That's right. Yeah, the majority of especially this new generation, they hate America. Like the Americans actually hate America, man. Mm-hmm. But you got some?
No, that was it.
I got this in Habakkuk 2. And I'll just get to the point 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Okay, and the vision, all right, or visions, right? That's talking about the prophecies. It has an appointed time, meaning it has a set time period for it to be fulfilled. Okay, you see? And you see, it's the words that are spoken in the Bible, they're not going to lie. Even though it seems like it's taking some time, eventually it's going to get fulfilled. And right now we're seeing it. Mm-hmm. All right, we're seeing particular prophecies come to pass. Hey, as the brother mentioned, he brought up the revelation about the beast hating the whore. Okay, it tells you in the book of Obadiah. All right, those that are confederate with thee, all right, they're going to turn against thee. We're seeing that happen right now. America doesn't have all these allies as it once did. Okay, and you see a lot of American allies. they're getting tired of this place because they keep getting the short end of the stick. So you're starting to see that hatred really brew up. And I'm gonna get that real quick. This is Obadiah chapter 1, all right, and get to the point, verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. All right, so they've deceived these proud, Americans, in specific the Edomites. All right, they've deceived you. All right, all the European Edomites. All right, they all America's allies from these other countries. They've deceived you, man. Eventually, they're gonna turn their back on you. And it says, "They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee." Okay, eventually they're gonna destroy you, man. Okay, they're not gonna be good, you're not gonna have good standings with them. All right, eventually they're gonna turn their back on you and they're gonna stab you in the back. All right.
I believe Salakia, it might have been OPEC, but this energy, source basically told America no. Like, no, we're not gonna make any business with you. We're not, like, hey, we don't care. We're gonna make business with Russia, and so on and so forth. So now everybody is literally standing up against America, man.
Yeah, because I'll say this real quick, a little side note. Saudi Arabia is a part of that, right? All right, they're a part of OPEC, and they were basically, that was like America's like guy in the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? That was their plug, so to speak, right? They've screwed Saudi Arabia, numerous times, but especially in the past few years. So now Saudi Arabia is like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, man. Like, every day, you've been screwing me over. No, I'm gonna work with these guys, right?
Well, yeah. Remember not too long ago, how America tried to blame Saudi Arabia for that journalist that got murdered.
Yeah, and they started throwing some dirt at them for 911. I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah, they you can only they've been poking the bear so long. Now the bear's waking up, man.
That's right.
These other nations are like, what, we had it. Look, there's another a greater power, and that's Russia. We're gonna go with them. You're nobody anymore.
And the other thing too is, they told OPEC to stop pumping oil, because because out here in America they're trying to push that EV, electrical vehicles. So they're like, no, stop the production. That screws them over. That hurts their pockets. So now all of a sudden you're like wishy-washy. One minute you want us to pump oil, and next minute you're telling us to stop. So they're like, you're not reliable, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna, like how you said, we're gonna go to the other power, okay, that's gonna protect us, and we're gonna do business deals with these guys, okay. And they're more successful right now. Look, you see, a lot of the Americans, they don't understand. Russia, China, these other nations, which what they will call the BRICS nations, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Plus, there's more. They're setting up their own system, okay. They're getting away from the American dollar, all right. They're dealing with real currency, gold, silver. All that stuff is backed up by gold and silver. You see, so that's why they're leaving, America like that. All right.
Which at the end of the day, even their shit is gonna fail, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because the next world power that's gonna rule is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. They're the ones that are gonna rule everything. Whoever thinks China's not gonna be next, Russia's not gonna be next. None of them. The Lord is the one that's gonna reign. The last nation and kingdom that's supposed to reign before Israel, it's the kingdom of Esau.
Mm-hmm.
Which is America. After this, it's all Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and Israel, man. But what was that on there?
Yeah, that was it on there.
Con, this is Matthew 24, and I'm gonna start at 3. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of the coming and the end of the world? I'm gonna skip down to 6. So these are the signs that are gonna happen before the Lord returns. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. which is exactly what's happening. Right now you have Ukraine against Russia. That's being talked about a lot. Then you have situations with China and America fighting over Taiwan. Then you have other little rumor here, a rumor there, a talk here, a talk there. Hey, all this is happening now, man. You know, it's only a matter of time, because you got to keep in mind, before a war actually comes, you have prior to that, you have what you call what is it proxy wars?
And you got that. You got economic warfare.
You know?
You got all sorts of things. All right, that happened before the actual war.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So
skirmishes. That's what they call them.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's not an actual war, it's like little battles here and there.
Yeah.
You know, disputes over particular territories, lands. All right, resources such as what's going on in Ukraine. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Yeah, and you know that's where we're at now. So at any moment, you know, hey, this shit could actually kick off, because these things are already happening. It says, "See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." You know, so we're not technically at the end, but these are signs that tell us that, hey, it's close. You know, and the only way we're gonna be able to survive what's about to come, because when World War III happens, that means what, that the ICBMs are gonna hit. You know, so in order for us to get away from that, hey, we gotta turn to Yahweh Hashem Hawashai.
That's right.
You know, that's the only way anybody is gonna get salvation, man. You know, there's no bunker is gonna be able to save us. No spaceship, nothing. Only Yahweh Hashem Hawashai, man. You know, and
that's right.
The only ones who actually have a chance of salvation is the nation of Israel, the real Israelites, who the Bible speak of, which today consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and also the speckled birds who might look like the other nations, but you know, your spirit resonates back to these scriptures. You know, that was it on that.
Come on. I wanted to grab that Ezekiel.
Oh yeah.
Because we mentioned it. This is Ezekiel chapter 37. All right, and we'll start at was it 38? It's 38. Excuse me. This is Ezekiel 38, and we'll start at 1. It says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him." And this is talking about Russia, okay? Because when you look at an ancient map, when you look at Gog, Magog, all right, that's where Russia is placed right now, okay?
Yeah.
So it's saying to prophesy against them, because look, we don't care about you Russian Edomites. We don't care about any of you Edomites, man. I don't care if you're from America, Russia, South, Africa, Australia. Look, man, we're prophesying against Mount Seir, man.
Yeah, which include all these, and you know, they try to make just a side note, they try to make Russia seem like this noble country,
yeah.
And you know, Putin comes out and say some wise words and shit, but at the end of the day, man, you know, if Russia had a chance, which they don't, if they had a chance, Russia will eventually turn out like America.
Yeah,
you know, because that's what happened in Rome. Rome came with nobility and power, and supposedly they dealt fair. But what happened through time? Rome ended up fucking, coming out with more, getting corrupt. You know why? Because at the end of the day, it's through Isa Edom, and like the scriptures say, if favor be shown to the wicked, yet shall they not learn righteousness.
That's right.
You know.
This is verse 3, back in Ezekiel 38:3 now. "And thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal." And so the Lord's against these Russians too. Mm-hmm. And what the Lord's doing is he's working on the minds of these kings. All right, can you get that in Proverbs? What is it, 21? God, you know, it talks about, just get it.
This is Proverbs 21:1. This is, the king's heart is in the hand of Yah.
So like you're talking about the mind. When it says a heart, that's the Hebrew word lav, all right? Meaning your mind. So the king's mind, all right, is in the hand of the Lord. Keep reading.
"As the rivers of water, he turneth it whatsoever he will."
Exactly. So if the Lord wants it to go left, he'll go left. If the Lord wants it to go right, he'll go right. If the Lord wants it to go straight, he'll go straight.
Well, right, like we read in Revelation 17, it says, because he put basically, He put it in their spirit for them to get their kingdom to the whore till the prophecies be fulfilled. So now the Most High is turning their hearts to come against this great whore.
That's right. And it says, so back in Ezekiel 38 and 8, or 38 and 3, and say, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. All right, this goes back. Basically, this is talking about how, because at one point Russia, all right, you had the Cold War, right? You had all that, occur, and Russia got kind of quiet, basically, real quiet, kind of just kept to itself. But eventually, what happened? The Lord, pulled them back into the spotlight. Yeah. All right, pulled them back and to fulfill His will, basically, because they're going to be the main, all right, weapon, or the main people that the Lord is going to use to destroy Babylon the Great. Yeah. Okay, that's their whole reason why they're so mighty right now. It's not because of anything else. It's just because of that. All right, and it says here. Because, oh yeah, by the way, side note, when it talks about the armies, the horsemen, horsemen, that's just talking about, these modern day troops, all right? Tanks, aircraft, so on and so forth. That's it, all right? But let's keep going. This is back in Ezekiel 38 and 5 now. It says Persia, which that's modern day Iran, okay? I want you to remember that. Because we just made a statement about what? How Iran is helping the Russian troops in Ukraine right now. They're teaching them how to operate the drones more effectively. Okay? So it says here, Persia, which is modern day Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya, basically all them North African countries, with them, and all of them with shields and helmets. Gomer, which that's modern day Turkey. All right, so eventually, because Turkey's a part of NATO, they're gonna flip. All right, they're gonna just say, you know what, we don't care what America says. And I got a side note too, that Nord Stream pipeline goes through Turkey, man. All right. See, everyone's getting screwed because of America. You see how all this is linking up, man? All right. And it says Gomer, which is Turkey, and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. So all these countries are going to be with whom? Russia. And why is that? Because it says here in verse 38, or verse 8, or 7, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself. All right, this is the Lord talking to basically these Russians. Thou and all thy company, thou art assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. You see, Russia's a guard unto these countries. This is why those weaker countries are now starting to basically stand up and talk some smack, man. And that goes into what is that what is that in Joel? I think it's Joel. Salakia. We're talking about those weak nations.
Oh yeah.
They're basically gonna start talking some smack.
Yeah, I got it.
If we can get that Baba Kusha.
This is Joel 3, and I'm gonna start at 9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up." Which is this is what the Lord is doing. So now, hey, almost everybody's in that spirit of war. They're training. A lot of for example, China's already warning their country, to get ready. It says, beat your plowshares into swords. It says, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Hey, so the Lord has, He's putting that spirit of war upon these nations, man. It says, let the weak say, I am strong. Now you got, for example, a big one, the Philippines. The Philippines is literally just a little, an area of a bunch of little islands. And they're talking shit to America. They're standing up against them. back then this was never heard of, man.
Yeah.
You know, this is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. This is the spirit that the Lord has out there. You know, and it's not gonna stop until the prophecy is fulfilled. You know, see, everything we've been talking about has been happening, man. And in the days we're living in, this is where it has happened the most. You know,
Keep reading though.
and Iran too. Iran ain't really that much of a big country.
No, it's not.
You know, and it's definitely you know, headstrong against America, man.
Yep.
It says, verse 11. It says, "Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about.
Mm-hmm.
Thither cause thy mighty ones to come, O Yahweh."
Yep.
It says, let the heathen be awakened,
mm-hmm.
and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Which that's in the Hebrew Yahweh Shaphat, which means the Most High Yahweh's judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which that area is the Middle East. Okay, you know, Israel. All right, you know, like Iran. You know, that whole little pocket, Iraq. You know what I'm saying? That whole pocket over there. That's the valley of Jehoshaphat. The Lord wants them to go down over there. All right, to judge them, to judge the nations, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because there's a controversy right now. See, the Lord has a controversy with everybody. He's got a current controversy with Zion or Israel. Scriptures talk about that. The Lord has a controversy with the heathen. The Lord is very upset, man. So the Lord, he's going to create this final judgment, so to speak. All right, which is in the form of World War III, man. And these people are about to get annihilated, man. These heathens out there, they're going there to get annihilated. You see? The Lord's about to do some real damage to this earth, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right? But keep going.
Right. It says, right, because when you read Second Edges, the 13th chapter, it says that the Lord is going to come while everybody's fighting. You know, so World War III, hey, come on, man. You know, and then on top of all of this, you have the MOTB. You know, none of this is a coincidence, man. The Lord said it was going to happen, and it's happening now, man.
Side note, hey, the era of Charagma, all right, with that implantable device that they're about to, you know, push forth, that's going to happen before, you know, WW3. Because what does it say in Revelation, the 14th chapter? If you take this, you're going to basically receive that judgment. It's going to be, you know, that fire and brimstone, roughly paraphrasing it, man. You know? Mm-hmm. Okay? So that has to be implemented first before, you know, that final destruction, you know, hits.
Oh.
All right? But keep reading, Knock, you got it.
It says, Joel 3:12, let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. It says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. You know, like it says in Revelations, the 18th chapter. You know, their wickedness have reached into the heavens. You know, so now the Lord is coming to judge, man. You know, so World War III also means the return of Yahweh Bashim Shai. You know?
Which means the destruction of this present evil world, mm-hmm. and the establishment of a righteous kingdom. The kingdom that's going to, you know, reign forevermore. It's going to be a world without end, and meaning an age without end. That's what's coming. Because the Lord's all about balance, man. As destruction hits, you know, this place, okay, this world, there's also going to be what? Salvation. Okay? Salvation for whom? The elected the nation of Israel. All right? See, a lot of things are about to happen. And as we see this unfolding, we're getting excited, man. Because that means we're that much closer to the end of this bullshit that we're in. Because this is a bunch of bullshit, bro. All right? You got to worry about your children getting, you know, molested. You got to worry about teachers coming in, or officials, whoever they are, coming to your children's classroom talking about, you know, hey, Timmy, it's okay if you want to be a girl. Right. Do you feel that way? We can take you to the doctors real soon. It's cool. We'll pay for it. Right. You don't need your parents' permission. All right? We're tired of our women being hoes, man. We're tired of our men being, dope dealers, all right? Sodomites. We're tired of this madness, man. All right, so on and so forth. This shit has to stop, man. It's got to stop. It's too much, man. This is why we're getting excited, because we want to see what? Hey, are people in their right minds? We want to be on top, calling the shots in righteousness. We want our children to be safe. Hey, the elderly to be safe. All right, so on and so forth, man. We want the earth to be at peace. We don't want to, because that's a vexation too, man. Seeing the destruction of the earth.
Right.
You know? So this shit, hey, man, the Lord has got to destroy this place, man. And really, this destruction is going to refresh the earth, because fire is a purifying agent. Okay?
Right.
It's going to purify the land. It's going to purify the air, because all that smoke that's going to ascend up from once the missiles hit, that's going to purify the air. Because you got to remember, Esau's doing all sorts of madness right now. Shooting out all them chemtrails, got all them all the pollution from the factories and the cars.
Right.
This is terrible, man. This destruction is much needed. All right, but you got it, Oxalakia.
No, you're good. This is verse 14. It says, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh is near, and the valley of decision.
Mm.
Because a lot of people are gonna die, man. And not just with the war, but also with like everything that's going on at the same time, like the famines. The people just running rampant, killing each other for the lack of bread. A lot of death is coming, man.
Yeah. Is there any more in there?
No, that was it.
I'm gonna read this precept that brother Dawaba, he's been he actually got a couple precepts. I'm gonna get them out. This is Proverbs. We'll start at Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and 7, and it reads here: Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. All right, meaning that the Lord he basically exalted America, okay, because Babylon is America. He exalted it. All right, that made all the earth drunken. All right, and it's not talking about drunken off of like wine or whatever booze. No, it's talking about off these wicked philosophies. Because anything that America passes, it starts spreading. All right, yeah. It's like like a disease, man. It starts hits this person and that person. You know what I mean? It just keeps spreading, man. It's like cancer, man. All right. And it says the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. All right. And there's two definitions to that word mad. Now when we use the word in in our common tongue, when we say mad, it usually means like they're angry, right? Mm-hmm. But the other definition is when that you can use is when someone's mad. It's talking about they're crazy. Yeah. All right. And you see these nations, they're all bugged out because they drank of that wine. Mm-hmm. All right, look what's going on in these Asian countries, man. They got a huge population of the Transformers. If you catch my drift, all right, they got that going on out there, all right, and all over the different nations, like India or wherever, right? They got their women starting to not dress in their proper garments.
Well, okay. Yeah, you had that thing. What is it? Iran or Iraq, where now the women were getting rid of their head wraps.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's a huge thing. That woman's gonna go back to Iran and get stoned or something, man. That's how serious that is out there, and that's serious business, man. Because you know what, a woman needs to cover herself. A woman shouldn't even be playing sports, man. They need to be at home and taking care of the kids, man. But see, what happened was that juice, man, that Babylon juice. All right, everyone started to drink it. But with that being said, they've gone a little crazy because of it, right? But now people are starting to wake up to their senses, and now that's making them angry. Okay? Yeah. And it says here, verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. All right, this is a future event that's going to take place, okay? Howl for her, take balm for her. All right, this is the Lord mocking this place. Take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. You see, no matter what this place tries to do, or whatever anybody tries to do, all right, for America, it's gonna fall. You cannot put a band-aid on a shotgun wound. It's
Right.
gonna do nothing.
Right. You can't even, even if they so-called choose to repent, it's still not gonna it's not gonna work.
Nope.
That Joel, the third chapter, says that what, that I will recompense it upon your own head. The Lord will smack that shit back to you, man.
Uh-huh.
You know.
It says here, forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. And that's talking about these heathens that have established, shops and businesses here. Okay, they're gonna flee back to their country, and we've already seen that happen. All right, to a small degree. Okay, during what was it? During the time of the riots and all that, we've seen that because a lot of them Arab shops, own stores, the corner stores, or whatever East Coast calls them, bodegas and all that stuff, right? Those shops, they got raided, they people stole all the goods. Some of them shops got set on fire, and they never opened the shop back up, man. They left it there to rot basically. They said F it, man. This isn't worth it. We made our money. Let's go back home. We'll be rich over there anyways. So that's already happened, and it's only gonna increase as this place continues to fall. Because a lot of these heathens, they're gonna say, you know what, man, it's getting real crazy out here. All I see is nothing but shootings, kidnappings, robberies, home invasions. All right, Grand Theft Auto, so on and so forth. They're gonna get real scared. All these Chinese people, these Japanese people, these Indian people, so on and so forth, man. These Arabs, they're gonna get the hell out of America, man. All right, because this place is gonna continue to sink, and it's only gonna get worse and worse. All right, but let's keep reading. It says, "For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, as is lifted up even to the skies." See, that judgment is coming, man. All right, but can you get that Second Peter, the third chapter? Start at like the I think maybe the 10th or 11th verse. What does it say? What does 9 say? Get 10. Because the brother the Waba also put Second Peter. He started at 3 and 12, but we're gonna start at 3 and 10. All right.
This is 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yeah, that's what's coming, man. All right. The total destruction of America. This place is gonna get completely engulfed in flames, and it's just gonna melt everything in sight, man. You're gonna have the Sarah Connor scenes happen. All right, into like Terminator 2. You're gonna have brothers ever seen that movie The Knowing? Towards the end,
yeah.
When he I think it was New York getting just completely destroyed, engulfed in flames. That's what's gonna happen soon, man. This is what's coming. Nothing's gonna stand. All right, the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, keep going.
Yep, it says the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
Yeah, everything's gonna be burnt up, man. Hey, to the physical buildings, the trees, hey, the lakes, hey, all these ideologies, all that BS that's in this place is gonna get melted and destroyed, man. Okay, keep going.
It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Exactly. Since we know all this is going to happen very, very soon, what mindset should we be in? You have to have a holy conduct, meaning a separate, basically walk. All right? You have to be different from the rest of these people out here. All right? You cannot do the same things. You can't. The scriptures tell you in 2 Corinthians, man, to separate yourself, all right, from this place. All right? You got to continue to sever yourself from this place. You cannot be attached to Babylon the Great. It is going to be destroyed. All right? It's going to fall eventually. You cannot be like Lot's wife. Well, what did the scripture say in the book of Luke? Remember Lot's wife? What happened to her? She looked back because she had an affection for that type of lifestyle. And what did the Lord do to her? He turned her into a pillar of salt. He said, "Fuck it, man. Yeah, you don't want to follow your husband. You don't want to continue, on the path of righteousness. Bam! I'm gonna just dissolve you, man. You got basically the Lord literally took all all like liquids out of her, man. Dried her up, and that's what's gonna happen to the majority of our people, man. All right, and that can include some of your family members. It could be your damn kids, it could be your woman, it could be your mom, your dad, all right, your brother, your sister, whatever, man. Remember, the majority of our people are gonna be smoked, man. And that's because they don't want to stop their wickedness. They don't want to return unto Yahweh Shem Shai. You know what the hell with them if they don't want to get on, get on board, man. If they don't want to get on the ark, man, the spiritual ark, fuck them, man. We're moving on, man.
Right, because if you're not practicing that holy conversation, then the Lord has no need of you. You know, everything in this world and who's attached to this world is gonna get burned up. The only way to be saved from all this coming destruction is to what? Have this holy conversation. Get right with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know? It says, seeing then that all things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? You know? So being more in the spirit. You know, denying yourself more and more. You know, killing off that old man. You know, it says, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh. You know, and if you're doing that, what are you going to be doing? You're going to be doing the works of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You're going to be pushing out lessons. You're going to be, studying, It says, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. You know? Hey, man, and that's the smoke you do not want, man. You know, because it's not just going to be like a quick burn and, okay, well, at least it's going to be quick. A nuclear bomb will just blow me up in milliseconds. Nah, it's the Lord can make it to where that fire feels, forever.
Yeah. I mean, look at the scene in, just to, for you brothers and sisters to get an idea. Watch that scene in Terminator 2 with, where Sarah Connor, where she was having that dream. Yeah. Where the nukes, destroyed America. She just didn't burn right away. She you saw her in agony. Like it was, you know what I'm saying? It was like slow motion for her. All right, and the Lord can do that. All right, there's nothing impossible with the Lord. He can make it, 10 seconds feel like, 10,000 years, so to speak. You know what I mean?
So all right. The Lord will make sure you get paid for your wickedness. For your disobedience.
Yeah.
It says, nevertheless, we, according to His promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Yep. And that's what we're looking for. A new rulership, because that's what it means by new heaven. We're looking for a righteous rulership where, the laws of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua are pushed forth, not these wicked laws, these abominable things, okay? We're tired of it. We're looking for a refreshed earth, because this earth is messed up right now. I'll be moving around a lot, and I'll be going to different forest preserves and seeing different like lakes, rivers, whatever. Man, everything's all polluted. It's messed up. I've traveled. I got through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, I was able to travel in my life. I've been to the L.A., Denver, all over, East Coast, South, whatever, right? I've been able to travel, and no matter where you go, it's all messed up. We need the Lord to clean this place up, man. So we can really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Once the Lord cleans up, we can actually enjoy, what the Lord wanted us to, wanted us to have, Because really, I'll say this: the earth is like a big playground. It's like a big playground, as long as you treat it well, it's a place where you're supposed to enjoy it. Like I'll say this, even these Edomites, they get to enjoy because it's really their time. This is their time to reign. This is their blessing. They can go to all these to the Philippines, enjoy swimming in clear water with fishes. You know what I'm saying? That are all rainbow color. They can go to the to the Swiss Alps, go snowboarding, go skiing. You know what I'm saying? They can enjoy all these things. And we're going to do the same when it's our time to reign. We're going to enjoy this earth. Except the only difference between Esau and us is that we're going to treat it properly. You know? All right? You got more now. That's pretty much it. Hey, that's pretty much it. We're going to end this lesson. Hopefully it was an edifying one. Hey, things are brewing up. All right? World War III is on the horizon. Can you get real quick? With that being said, with World War III being in the horizon, right? It's high time to wake out of sleep. Our salvation is nearer than what we believe, man. Was it 13 and 11? Mm-hmm. All right, you can get it.
Yeah, this is.
It's time for us to grow up. Time for all of us to grow up. Hey, be more mature. Trim the fat, man. Okay. Yeah. Get better as much as you can.
Yeah, that's the only way we're gonna get out and but to be delivered from this upcoming doom. It says Romans 13 and 11, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Yep.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
That's right. It's getting real close, brothers. Getting real close. All right. Yeah. You can see the finish line, basically. Is there any more to that?
The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light.
That's right.
So basically stay on your P's and Q's. The closer we get to the finish line, the harder we should go. And this goes to me first and foremost. We have to fight for our salvation, endure until the end. And the closer we see the finish line, like somebody that's running. Once they see that finish line, they don't slow down. No, they give it their all. So that's what we gotta do. It says let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy.
You got it.
No. So it's basically staying in the spirit. Adding more balance, more discipline to our lifestyle. So we can be as clean as possible upon the return of Yahweh Bashim Hawashai. We're not gonna be perfect until He comes, but the Lord likes one that tried.
Yeah, because you put up righteous sacrifices. You put something that was legit to the altar, basically. Mm-hmm. What are the rest of our people gonna? What are their sacrifices? What are their, what do they put to the altar? What, idolatry, adultery, rebellion, witchcraft, murder, theft? You know what I'm saying? Envy, stripes. You know what I'm saying? That's what they put to the altar. We're hoping that what we've done, which is what being loving. We've put in charity. That we've put in this work. All right, we've been changing. Okay, honest, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? That's what we've been doing. Hopefully, the Lord can focus on those things, those righteous works that we've done and deeds, than our wicked, our wicked actions that we've done in our life. Is there any more to that? Or is it?
Yeah, it says, but put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and make not provision to the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. Like the scriptures say, walk in the spirit, and you should not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Forsaking, another one for Hebrews 10 and 25, forsaking not the assembly of ourselves. Taking more advantage of being with brothers. Striving to do more lessons. Striving, whatever. If you're battling a certain demon or demons, and you've been battling, keep on battling, man.
That's right.
right now is not the time to give in, man. You know, we made it this far. Hey, we gotta keep it moving, man. You know. But that's why.
Hey, with that, hey, we hope this was edifying. And with that, we're going to end it off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rukakwadash. Also, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all you brothers out there. Shalom and a Bible ball.
A Bible ball.